We have created a new project under common repository.
Mm-hmm.
Then after login, we have discussed about the hierarchy pane and detail view and property pane. These are the three sections we have. And we have created a new project as well, which is Amazon only.
Yes, we just created a new project, that is Amazon, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Today I'll show you existing project, how to join to the existing project. Okay. At the time of joining the existing project, what are the prerequisites we do follow? So this we do at the time of joining a project. Okay. The first point is here. Open Tosca Commander. So which repository we discussed yesterday?
New repository.
Repository type. Which repository type we selected?
Common repository. Common repository.
It's a common only, but what is the type?
SQLite.
SQLite. Okay.
Yeah.
Today I'll show you MS SQL Server. MS SQL Server. So if the project is created using MS SQL Server, if I'm trying to join that project, what are the prerequisites I do to join to the project? Same process team. Here, click on create new. After you do a click operation on create new, select a common user repository type as MS SQL Server. And then can I uncheck this one?
No.
No. If you want to use existing, we have to
enable this
check
one.
that.
One second. So which repository type we just added? MS SQL Server. Okay. Let me show you. I'm just taking my MS SQL Server. Yes. And see here, team, I'm just enabling this option. And here I have to give the connection string. So this connection string is mandatory for MS SQL Server, DB2 and Oracle. Okay. So currently I'm choosing MS SQL Server, right? So now I have to request this SQL connection string, MS SQL Server connection string. So where we get this connection string? So to get the connection string, you can connect with the team members. Okay. If team members are having these connection strings, you can ask them, they will directly share with you. Okay. If the team members don't have that connection string, we can connect with the team lead. You can ask team lead, I'm trying to create a project. I'm just joining to the Tosca project. I need a connection string. So if you're asking connection string, that directly they share the connection string through mail or through Teams. Okay. You can take the copy of that connection string. Assume this is what the connection string which I created for my project. Okay. So here you can see SQL Express is my server database. So Tosca database I'm using, and this one is integrated equal to true. Instead of giving an username and password every time, team, what I'm doing, I'm just giving an integrated security equal to true. Why this integrated security equal to true? See, we always share this server, database, user ID, password to the team members, right? Sharing of this password in real time is a security policy against to security policies, right? So that is the reason instead of giving an username password, you can delete this one. You can give like integrated security equal to true. Okay. So what are the connection string we have? Just enter that connection string here. After entering the connection strings here, click on test connection. I'm trying to establish the connection. If connection is valid, we'll get an information like the connection is valid. If connection is not valid, connection could not be established. We'll get this error message. I'll check my connection again. I think this is what my connection string team. Otherwise, I'll take the existing project. Let me log in with the existing project. I'm just Tosca repo is my main project. I just want to take a connection string copy here. If I join with the administrator credentials, if I'm joined with admin credentials, then definitely I'm able to see that connection string, which connection string they established here to create a project. So I'm just logging with the admin credentials. I'll take the copy of existing connection string. But in real time, you have to request either team members or team lead. So left side top corner, click on this project icon. And are you able to see here? Oh, I missed here server equal to. This is the connection string. Everyone able to see here? Copy the server, connection string and paste here. Let's close this project. So already this project is created and some people are working in this project. As a new member, assume as a new member, I'm joining to this project. At the time of joining to the project, we require this connection string. So just request this connection string from the team members or a team lead. So now again, I'm click on create new, select a type of repository that is a MS SQL Server and keep it use existing repository as it is because we are joining to the existing workspace. So enter that particular connection string here. After entering a connection string here, click on test connection. After click operation on test connection, everyone able to see here the option is connection is valid.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what are the connection I provided here? That connection is perfectly, it's a valid connection. Okay. If you, that connection is not establishing, you can ask your team member, your team lead, this connection string is not working for me. So they do a setup backend and they'll ask you to check again. You can check again. So now until the reflects the text message as a connection is valid. Okay. Once the connection is valid, so are you able to see here the use workspace template option is in a disable mode or enable mode?
Disable.
Disabled.
Why it is disabled?
Because we are using existing repository.
Correct.
Existing repository. At the time of creation, maybe they add this subset, right? Yes.
Yeah.
So here, just give your project name. I'm just giving my project name like DOB Bank. I'm just giving like a DO Bank. Okay. This is my project name, but actually which project I'm joining? That project root name is different. What are the naming conversion you entered here? You are able to see that particular naming conversion here. Okay, here you are able to see that naming conversion. But coming to the main project, that naming conversion is different. I'll show you that. Here I'm giving a naming conversion is DOB Bank. Click on OK. After click operation, it's creating and it's giving an access to a new project. So now Tosca is synchronizing the things. Now enter the username password. So this username password also you will get from the teamlet. Okay. If you don't have username password, you can ask them. So they'll share you this username password. And I'll show you how to create this username password as well. As of now, I'm giving my username and my password. Click on login. I just joined to the existing project team. But here, are you able to see the existing test cases, existing modules, which is created by team members?
Yes.
Yes, right? So this is also existing test cases, and this one is existing modules, which the team is working on these things. And if you see here the existing execution list, if you see here existing data. Okay. So we all are working in a multi-user environment. Okay. In a multi-user environment, if you're working, if you're using either MS SQL Server or Oracle or DB2 or SQLite, so able to see the same structure, right? Modules, hierarchy pane, detailed properties pane, test cases, hierarchy detailed and properties pane, requirement, hierarchy detailed and properties pane, test case designing, execution. Almost we are able to see the same sections, right?
Yes.
So there is no difference team. So, but what are the database they choose to work with the automation? They'll give you the database related connections team. Okay. Don't have any access to the database. That is completely a backend. So who are acting as a test manager, who are acting as a test lead, they are able to access those data. Okay, now. Now, once we join to the project, we are able to see the same structure. Up to here, clear how to create a project for existing workspace?
Yes.
Now, I'll give you an overview here. Tosca Commander. Tosca Commander is acting as a test management tool and test automation tool. Tosca Commander is acting as a test management tool. Yes. Yes, Bharat. The other team, our team members also able to edit our scripts. Now, so Tosca Commander is acting as a test management tool and test automation tool. If I come across the test management tool. So what are the test management tools is available in a marketing?
HPLM, test trial, Jira.
So we can go with the test drive or Jira or Q test. We do have
Sapphire.
the solution manager. Number of test management tools is available in the market, right?
DevOps.
Yeah, DevOps is also one of the test management tool. So team, these all are the test management tools. Basically, the companies are using these test management tools to maintain the project level requirements and creation of user stories. And if any defects or bugs are there, some of the test management tools is acting as a test management and defect tracking tool. So they use these things, right? Why I mentioned here, this Tosca Commander is acting as a test management tool as well, because within the project, in Tosca project, so how many sections we are able to see here? Total 8 to 9 sections, right? Total how many sections or how many phases we are able to see here? 1, 2, 3,
9.
9. Okay. So we are not using these 9 phases as a part of automation tool. So couple of phases is related to the test management tool. The phases is here. One is requirement tab. So this requirement is here to maintain the test automation related end-to-end requirements. Number 2, issues. If any if anything is not meeting a client requirements, we do raise the defects to the developers, right? So to raise the defects, we use the issues tab. And the next one. Next
cases.
is your test planning. These three sections is acting as a test management tool in a Tosca. So are you able to see these tools as well, right? Let me show you these tools. Go to Tosca Commander. Are you able to see the requirement section?
Yes.
Requirement is the sections to maintain end-to-end project level requirements. Coming to here, test plan. So everyone able to see here the test planning section.
Yes.
So we do create some test plans to assign to the testers, and we'll track the status of the assigned test cases to the team members. That activities we done here. Coming to the issues section. If anything is not meeting a client requirement, so we do raise the issues to the those people, but we use the issues sections for that. Clear? But as of now, no one is using Tosca Commander as a test management tool. This point is clear. So we are using Tosca for test automation, right? Not for the management. Is my point is clear for everyone here?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Next. Coming to the test automation point of view, team. For test automation, we do use a couple of sections only. One is module section. Another one is test case section. Another one is test case design section. And finally, it is the execution section. So mostly we use only these four sections to do the test automation. Automation point of view, mostly we'll work with only these four sections only. What is module, what is test case designing, what is execution list, I'll tell you. Okay. So we
Anusha, quick question. So in real time, we use issues section as well, right?
no, we're not using this issue section.
Then how about if there are any issues, how about we raise the issues?
Go to defect tracking tool. What are the tool the management like your test manager is chosen? You can go to that tool and you can raise the defects to the developer.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it. Thanks. Yeah.
Next. So this is this Tosca commander we all are using only for testing purpose only. Team, we are not using this Tosca commander for test management tool. Okay. So because already the companies or the project is already committed with couple of test management tools, the defect tracking tools, maybe they go with that only. Okay. So coming to automation, we all are here to learning automation, right? So coming to automation point of view, the Tosca is supporting these four sections. One is module, test case, and test case designing and execution. Mostly we work with these four sections only. There is no other options to start working on Tosca. I'll show you what is module, what is test case, what is test case designing, and what is execution. So to work with these phases, team, one and only activity we have to do here, that is a drag and drop. How to do a drag and drop activity for these four sections? I'll give you one graphical representation here. So first we create the module. First we'll create a modules. After creation of module, drag and drop that module to the test case. After dragging and dropping, after development of test case is done, then drag and drop to execution list and do the execution. This is what the flow. Test case section, after that execution section. We do the drag and drop activity like this. First we'll drag and drop modules to the test case and the development is done, then drag and drop to execution list and do the executions. So one more section is missing here, right? What is that?
Test case design.
Test case design.
Test case design. So this test case design is here to maintain the test data, like creation of data-driven test data framework. Are you remember? So who are having a testing experience, though you're aware of that thing. If you had a situation to create a data-driven testing, so then we'll use any one of the tool which is suggested by the client, right? So here we'll use to create a test data. How to create a test data in Tosca? 3 possible ways. One is test case design. So we'll design the test data here and we'll map that data into test case. Next, Excel file, Excel workbook. If you have your test data in workbook, you can map that data. Another one, test data services. These all are the possible ways we have in Tosca to maintain the test data. So after creation of this test data, you can map this test data to test case. Then do the execution, same flow.
Even the tester design means we need to write this when we write the steps in Excel file, so that we can map it to test case in the automation.
No, we directly import this Excel sheet to test case level, no, instead of going to the test case design.
Okay. Got it.
These 3 are the 3 possible ways, team. I'll explain all these approaches, okay? So this is the high level view. So what we are doing a daily basis roles and responsibilities. The first we'll create a module and we'll drag and drop that module to test case and then drag and drop that module to execution list. We do the development. If you have your data in a TCD level or TDS level or Excel file level, then you have to map this one. So here, different ways. One is mapping, one other one is dragging and dropping. I cannot say this is a drag and dropping, okay? So different ways is here to map this data. I'll tell you that. Up to here, clear? The flow. This is the flow we
Yes.
completely Tosca point of view take. So complete Tosca point of view, we follow the only this way.
Okay, so for example, SAP FICO model is there. We will drag and drop to the test case, and from there again drag and drop to the execution.
Yes. So if you're working as a FICO module, what we'll do? First we'll get the requirement, right?
Yes.
So what type of transactions codes you are going to automate in a FICO module, right? So you
Yes.
have all of your manual test steps, right? So at the
Yes.
time of automating all manual test steps, what we'll do? We'll create a module. What is module? Module is holding a technical information. What is meaning of technical information? Like if you are having a Selenium experience, so we'll write some XPath, right, to identify the locators, right? Let me show you. What is this? I'll tell you. Don't worry. I'm just taking here your store application. It's a simple application I'm taking. Going forward, we do automate a number of scenarios, but understanding purpose only, I'm taking these applications. Now tell me, in this particular page, are you able to see the jewelry option?
Yes.
Where?
After digital downloads.
Yes.
After digital downloads, we are able to see here the jewelry option. As a human being, while seeing this web page, we are identifying the jewelry is located in this location. Correct.
Yes.
Okay. When I'm trying to identify the shopping cart, so are you able to any shopping cart related control locator controls here? Everyone able to see the
Yeah.
shopping cart within this page?
Yes.
Yes. At the time of identifying the shopping cart, we are just searching that control here, right? Where it is, where it is. Finally, we find that the shopping cart control is located in here. Correct?
Yes.
Next, are you able to see any categories option here within this page?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So we identify that categories tab is located here. Correct. Now, As a human being, we are seeing this web application, we are opening this web application, and we are identifying these controls are located in so and so area. But at the time of doing an automation, what exactly the meaning of automation? We have to define all the prerequisites here, right?
Yes.
Locating identifiers. Yeah.
Keeping an identifiers. At the time of keeping an identifiers, so we do give a backend properties of these controls, right? Address of these control. What are the front-end development they did for to display the shopping cart? Will take those properties. So to display the shopping cart, they use the span tag, and this is the class name of that, and this is the inner text, correct? Based on
Yeah.
these properties, we'll identify this locator is located in this location area, correct? So coming to our Selenium point of view, team, they always do a right click and they write as XPath here to identify this one as a unique. But Tosca point of view, we do have only one mechanism. What is that?
Drag and drop.
Scanning option. So are you remember in a demo session, I did a scanning, I did development of test case.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yes, right. In a demo class, so I just do the scanning and I'm saving the module. And after that, I'm dragging and dropping that module to test case. Then I'm doing development. So scanning only in Tosca. Always do, if you are doing a scanning, always go to module section, do the scan. This module section is holding technical information of the controls. If you see in a module section, I'll show you a couple of modules here. So if you see this your store module, this your store, this particular module is holding which control?
Login.
But at that this login, now you can drag and drop this login to your test case and do the development. Yes, we do that, right?
Yeah.
So it is a test case is nothing but we are directly not doing a test case development team. At the time of doing a development of this particular test case, we are taking a module reference. Drag and drop this module to here and then do the development here. If you do the development one time, if you are executing this test case any point of time, it do the executions. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So module is a section to store a technical information of business requirement. How we are storing the data with the help of scan option. At the time of scanning in Tosca, we do see a different kind of options. One is application. Application is nothing but we can choose this option for two different application categories. One is web, another one is desktop. If you're scanning any web applications, desktop application, directly you can go with application option. Another one is API. Another one is mobile. Another one is like this Salesforce. Another one is SAP, like this thing. Let me show you those options. I'm going back to the module section. So as of now, I'm just selecting one folder. I'm doing the checkout. I'll tell you this checkout tree, all this stuff thing. Okay, just try to understand the thing. Now here, right click on here, scan. Are you able to see different options? Application, API, mobile, PDF, remote terminal, Salesforce, WebDriver, file scan. So
Yes.
able to see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
We always choose the option as an application. That means this application comes under web and
Desktop.
okay, you can pick this option on. Now. So this module section is clear, right?
Can you again show where that scan option is available on the application? Tosca commander.
To the module level, module folder, right click on here, scan application.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll tell you this hierarchy. So in a module folder level, we are able to see a number of folder structure hierarchy, right? So which level definitely we see that particular scan option. I'll tell you that. So if we are trying to understand the module section hierarchy team, first one is module root folder. Next, module subfolder. Under that root folder, you can create one module subfolder. Under this module level, create one module and then module attribute. Clear? This is the hierarchy. I'll show you what is module root folder, what is subfolder, what is module, and what is module attribute. I'll highlight those things as well. Just be concentrated. So see here, Tim, this is the module root folder. So what are the module I selected here in the left side pane? This is the module root folder. If I expand this one, I'm able to see a number of subfolders as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Under this module root folder, right click on here, create one subfolder. So create here, I'm creating one subfolder. So at the time of creating, I'm just giving a naming conversion as a subfolder tip. You can give any naming conversion. To understanding purpose, I'm giving this naming conversion. Now, this particular folder, right click on here, scan. So if you are launching any scanning, any new scanning, always we do in a module root folder level or module subfolder level. That's it. If you are trying to scan a module, that is not possible. Here we are able to see one option, that is the rescan option. Module attribute, there is no option. To do the new scanning, always navigate to the module root folder or subfolder. Module root folder or subfolder. Clear? I'll show you. Okay. So now I'm selecting a module subfolder and right click on here, scan application. I'll scan one control here. Meanwhile, already that application is open in my browser. So scanning is launching. Select application, click on scan. So within this scanning, I'm just selecting here a login hyperlink. Click on this login hyperlink, select this checkbox. After selecting this checkbox, so Tosca is informing to me what are the control you selected this login hyperlink, that is unique property. Okay. If the control is unique, no need to do any additional activity. So left side top corner, you are able to see a save icon. Click on this save button. So module saved successfully. You can see right side bottom of the screen. Next, close this window. Once you close that window, team, see now this module subfolder is holding one module. This module is holding module attribute. Clear? This one we are calling as a module and this one we are calling as a module attribute. So this is the module icon. This is the icon representation of module.
Can you show that rescan option on module?
I'll show you that. So this is the icon representation of module. Okay. So Tim, to do a rescan, for example, when we go with the rescan, if I want to add any additional controls to this particular module, then right click on here. Now you're able to see a rescan option. It's not a new scanning option. Got it?
Yeah.
So right click on here, do a rescan. Why I'm doing rescan? At the time of doing a rescan, you can add additional information here or it can modify the existing control related properties. Now, select control, select on screen. And I'm just using a registered hyperlink. Already existing control. Are you able to see the existing control here? Login hyperlink. But if you see the login checkbox, is enabled or disabled?
Disable.
Because this is disabled. Already that module is holding this control. That is the reason this checkbox is in a disable mode. Okay. Now here you can see this is a registered hyperlink. This one which we added recently. Save this module and close. Now this particular module is holding two controls. Earlier it's a one, but after rescanning I added one more control, right? That means I did only a rescan. Got it?
Did we see that register as unique, Anusha? Like,
Yes.
is
That is unique only.
okay. Where was it shown? Can you come again and show that?
Yeah, I'll do that. See, this register is a hyperlink, unique only.
Okay.
Bottom of the screen, you are able to see that.
Yeah, sure.
Madam, can we ask if you have any clarifications after this session?
Yes. If you have any questions on these things, you can ask me.
Not here, apart from this, like regarding
Okay, apart from this, we'll discuss later. After the class, we'll discuss, okay?
10:30.
Yes. So Tim, now the register and hyperlink login both are in a disable mode. Have you observed that? Because that module is already holded these two controls. That is the reason these two are in a disable mode. Clear?
Yes.
So if you see a module section hierarchy, so in the module section, this is the hierarchy: module root folder, module subfolder, module, and module attribute. Once that module creation is done, then we do a drag and drop activity to test case, right? If you are doing a drag and drop activity to test case, then you have to follow the folder structure here as well. If you see in a test case section level, are you able to see a number of subfolders, number of folder structures here, right? Correct? I'll tell you the hierarchy of this test case section as well. Go to here, test case, root folder. Under this, create one test case, subfolder. Under this, create a test case. Next, test step. Test step value. This is the hierarchy of test case section. If you go to here, so what are the folder I selected in the left side pane? This one is a test case root folder. Under this root folder, right click on here, create one subfolder. This is the subfolder. Under this subfolder, go to the module section, drag and drop the module. So we always do the drag and drop only modules, Tim, not the module folders. If you're trying to drag and drop the module folder, nothing is happening here. So always select a module folder and do a drag and drop to test case and drop here. So now it is created a new test case. Under this new test case, this is the test step. And if we expand this one, this is these two are we are calling as a test step values. In a module section, we are calling as a module attribute. When coming to the test case section, we are calling as a test step and test step of values. This terminology is clear.
Yes.
Okay. So always we do the drag and drop activity only modules. You have to drag and drop this module to either test case root folder. Yes, we do drop test case subfolder, test case level. These three things are possible. So don't drag and drop module folder. I'll give you a note point. Don't drag and drop module folder or root folder into test case hierarchy. Instead of giving a numbering, I'm just defining here hierarchy. So we cannot do a drag and drop activity for module folder, module root folder into a test case hierarchy. This is not possibility. So which one we do a drag and drop activity every time? Modules only. Drag and drop modules into test case section. Test case hierarchy. You can drop into test, not a hierarchy, test case root folder, subfolder, and test case. That's it. Modules only team, not a module root folder, module subfolder. Clear? Any questions up to here? No questions, right? Once we done a test case development, then we do a drag and drop activity into execution list. If you go to the execution phase, here also one hierarchy is there. Execution root folder, execution subfolder. Next, sorry, execution list folder, and then execution list, finally execution entry. Okay, this is the hierarchy of execution list. If you go to the execution list, this is the execution root folder. You can see left side hierarchy pane level. So this is execution root folder. Right click, create one execution subfolder. I'm just giving a naming conversion as a subfolder. Under this, again right click, create one list folder. So this is execution list folder. Now drag and drop your test case. If you're dragging and dropping your test case to execution list folder, it automatically creates execution list and execution entry. This is the hierarchy of execution list. Any questions, team, up to here, the hierarchy levels?
So here we can only drag and drop test case, right?
Oh,
To the
sorry.
execute.
So here, drag and drop, drag. Here number of things is there. Okay. Drag test case folder. Folder dropping is possible, and test case also we do a drag and drop. But into drop into execution list folder or execution list. Only these two things are possible. If you are dragging and dropping test case root folder, subfolder, yes, we do that, but drop into always execution list folder or execution list. So
Case root folder and subfolder is draggable.
yes, test case root folder, subfolder, both are draggable, okay?
Okay, sure.
But coming
And
to the
test.
dropping location, so where you are dropping, so we cannot drop execution root folder. Dropping of execution root folder, subfolder is not possible. Okay? Is not possible. Always drop into execution list or execution list folder. Only these two levels. Clear? So as per this hierarchy team, first I'll explain module creation, test case and execution. Before going to that, I'm just giving an hierarchy of what is the hierarchy of module section and what is the hierarchy of test case section and how to do the drag and drop activity and what is the hierarchy of execution section.
Anusha, do you mind to copy and paste the execution list folder and list icons? Like how they look?
Number- This is the list folder. And if you see, this is the execution list. And if you see here, this is the execution entry. Entry level is not possible, only execution list and execution list folder, that's it. These two are
Yeah.
the same presentations.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So team, almost 3 days free classes are completed. So this is the second day including demo. So probably you have to start the installation of Tricentis Tosca from your side. So once you've done that, so your first activity is here, creation of project, okay? Create one SQLite project. After that, understand this hierarchy structure. Clear? Hope it's clear for everyone.
Yes, Anusha.
Okay, once we're done this tip, just free classes are completed and you can try to get a installation file from the management. So if you're really willing to continue with these sessions, so you can connect with them and book your seats, completing of payments. So then we'll continue further classes tip. And try to get the installation file and try to do the installation from your side. I'll tell you the installation file, how to do it tomorrow. But meanwhile, you have to connect with them and you can book your seats. That's it. Anything else?
Since when the classes start from 8:30 a.m.?
Monday onwards, I will go with the 8:30 a.m. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Monday onwards, we go with 8:30 a.m. No need to worry about that.
Yeah.
Madam, I have a few questions, sir. Not to this topic, general questions.
Okay. Let me, okay, team, we are done the session. So we'll connect tomorrow same time. Thanks for joining all.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let me stop our recording.